What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clear Cryptos production with myself, T. Hobbs from the Crypto Shop. Of course, I got my man, T. What's on?
What's up? What's good, Clear Cryptos chat? How's everybody doing on this really wild Tuesday? Jesus Christ.
Man, what an incredible day in the markets today, and we are here to cover it. Talking CPI data report, talking the markets, talking a little bit of technical analysis, and of course, talking Clear Crypto. So thank you guys for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm sure by now, if you guys are in tune with the markets, if you're in tune with your investments, then you probably heard about a little guy named inflation, aka the report that we got today called CPI data. It wasn't good. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't bad. But anytime Wall Street sets an expectation, right, and we don't hit those expectations, Wall Street is going to take that as a problem. They're going to say, all right, not only are we down, not only did we not hit our mark, but we also are technically going up 0.1%. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about inflation, right? In this report, inflation rose 0.1% in August, even with the sharp drop in gas prices. Now, we were here last month and we were discussing gas prices coming down significantly. And, it looks like we got a majority of that factored into the CPI data in July. Now, our CPI data that we're getting today is saying that they're still coming down, but other things are starting to come up, right? If you look in here, it says inflation rose more than expected in August as rising shelter and food costs offset drop in gas prices. So shelter's going up, price of food is going up. I know when I went to go buy some chuck roast the other day, I was astonished by how much beef was costing. So consumer price index, which tracks a broad swath of goods and services, increased 0.1% for the month and 8.3% over the past year. Excluding volatile food and energy costs, CPI actually rose 0.6% from July and 6.3% from the same month in 2021. So even going back to 2021, we're still rising. Inflation is going higher than it was back then, which is leading to the market basically selling off. Now, for those of you guys that are in tune with the market and crypto, anytime the stock market sells off, you can almost bet your bottom dollar that crypto's also going to sell off. And that's exactly what we got a taste of today. So Justin, your thoughts, and then we'll go into another story and then over into the actual charts, man, because it's been crazy.
Oh man, yeah, it's like it's blood red out in these streets. Like we were just looking at the heat maps and Jesus Christ. I mean, it's funny, I was at work, I was watching it. It just turned 8:30 and my coworker just like he had Robinhood up and he was looking at his Robinhood account just plummet and he was freaking out. He's like, what's going on? And he knows that, I watch stocks all the time. And I was like, yo, it's that CPI report. And he's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, inflation is looking pretty bad. And you're right. I think it was 8.1% was what they were forecasting. And we got 8.3%.
Yep.
So never a good thing. But I think an even more telling number was actually the core inflation, because that actually went up, right? So the difference between core inflation and regular CPI data is that energy and food aren't in core inflation. So the fact that food prices went up, but they weren't included in core, just means that the core was even worse if they would have added food into the mix. So yeah, definitely Powell has some work to do. I think I read that there's like an 18% chance or something like that they're going to do 100% or 100 basis point hike, and then something like an 80-something% chance it's going to be 75. So we'll see what happens, but I think 75 is definitely on the cards, and I wouldn't be surprised if they hit us with 100. Honestly, I'm tired of all this playing around. Like, just Paul Volcker us already. Just get us to like just hit us with the 175, 200, 250.
Yeah,
something strong.
Yeah, I've been saying it from the beginning, man. Like, I feel like ripping the Band-Aid off is probably the best way to go, and just get it down already. Because this whole slow drag trying to get us to a soft landing, I just don't think a soft landing is going to be in the cards. At some point, Jerome Powell and the rest of the Fed chair is going to have to make a decision. 0.75, yes, it's high, but it's not as high as I think it needs to be. I think 1% absolutely needs to be on the table. And I think currently they're pricing in about a 19% chance of 1% hike. I still think that's not going to be enough, because all of these 0.75s, as you can see, is just not getting inflation down fast enough, which was seen in the crypto market today. Because as I take a look at the crypto heat map, you can see that this thing is absolutely blood red. I mean, filthy red. It's just nasty. Like, we were looking at this section right here. This looks like just like a never ending black hole of redness. Like, the overall crypto market got smacked in the face, but it was no different than the overall stock market. The entire stock market got slapped around. The SPY was getting beat up. The Dow Jones was down 400 points before we even launched. And the S&P 500 pretty much followed suit. As we're joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Austin Hilton. What's going on, Austin? We were just getting into the first steps of discussing the markets today. Before we let you go ahead and give your spiel, I'm going to jump into some of these comments just to say hi to the people. What's going on, Boca? CC Averto. Foxy says, Stubbs, you're looking nice and bright today.
It's the red. It's matching the market.
Yeah. And then it says we got some major ClearCryptos alpha today. We're definitely going to have to cover that. I was trying to read the Discord as Justin was talking, but it popped up on my other screen. So,
oh, I didn't even know. Oh, let me look.
Yeah. There's some alpha in the Discord today. So, but yeah, thank you guys for stopping by the ClearCryptos channel, man. We appreciate it. So, Austin, I mean, your thoughts on the market today? Did you expect this? Do you expect it to go down further? Do you expect us to kind of hit a basement floor, or do you feel like this is like a complete overreaction of the market in general?
Dog, there you go. It's Raider on cue.
It's all good.
we got people here doing some construction, so I'll be right back.
Yeah. To be continued for Austin's comments. But yeah, I mean, same question to you, Justin. How do you feel about the markets today? Do you feel this is a complete overreaction? Do you feel like we're headed toward a basement floor? Do you feel like we're going down further? What are your thoughts?
Overreaction? No. I think it's a typical reaction of a miss, no different than if you watch the stock market and you see a miss in earnings. This is like the stock market as a whole's earnings, right? That's how I look at it every month. It's the new earnings report for the stock market, and this particular earnings report was a miss on expectation, so therefore we dumped. And I think this is the information that everybody was waiting for, because I thought that the pump was kind of fake. This last pump that we were on was kind of fabricated.
There was nothing backing it, right?
Yeah, just for them to dump on us, and now it's going to be up to Powell to
fix it.
Not fix it, but hit us with the knife and be like, let's tank this down even more. I just want him to jab us in the back and be like, look, let's just go ahead, let's fall. I think he's trying to save the economy when there's just no saving. And instead of dragging this out and making it, I mean, at this point, we might not be looking at a good 2023 either. So you might as well just hit it with us now. Let us recover maybe sometime by, early spring. If you hit us now with some high basis points, by early spring we'll be back to kind of normal. And I just think he's got to get aggressive, because these onesie twosies, a little bit here, a little bit there, we'll back off here, we'll back off there, it ain't working. So just hit us with it.
Yeah, agreed. I agree. So Austin, you got the dog taken care of, man? You locked him up? He's like, probably not.
Probably biting somebody as we speak. Before I answer the question, I looked over on finance.yahoo.com, and I was kind of curious what the Dow and the NASDAQ were doing. And I mean, it's just a bloodbath over there.
Oh,
and, the Dow's down, Dow 30's down 916, NASDAQ's down 489. And so I agree with everything that Justin just said. And what I would add to this is crypto's down right now about 5%, and it's normalized there. It hasn't really gone any dramatically more. We were up. We were flat this morning before the news, and then it dropped 5 points when the news hit. I was expecting a little bit of a deeper decline in crypto, again, per what's going on in stocks. But look, we have a massive reaction on the equity side of the house. stocks, but not as much on crypto. And so crypto seems to be a little bit more immune to that. And so I think crypto is taking the news better overall. And I think, but the next couple of days, as far as I'm concerned, related to crypto have yet to be seen. But here's the thing. I think now we're set for 100 basis point raise. I think, I was expecting a high number. It was going to be 8.1%. I was like, no, it's not. I mean, so I wasn't really surprised that it came in at 8.3.
Yeah.
But bottom line, man, I mean, I think Justin, one thing you said nailed it. I wish there was a way we just let's just rip off the entire body bandage instead of ripping off one little bandage at a time. It's like, let's get this shit over with.
Yeah.
He said, and this is the last thing I'll say, he said, he wants to take us from 8.5. Well, now it's 8.3. He wants to take us from 8.3 now to 2%. I mean, that is you
don't get there with 0.75 through the rest of the year.
And it's dragging, and I realize there may be some merit to dragging it out because you can't just have a massive one-time blow and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not an economist and all that crap, but it just continues to bleed on. It continues to bleed on across the board. But I think now this sets us for 100 basis point raise, September 20th, 21st. I would be shocked if it wasn't. The problem with that is the market still expects a 75 basis. So 100 point basis raise on September 21st is going to rock us even more. And that's what it comes down to, right, Justin? It's all these body blows. We're just continuously getting all these body blows and we never get to recover ever.
We just need the knockout punch. Just knock us out one time and then we'll wake up and be all right.
Put us on our ass. Let us, then give us a, smelling salts and let us get up and, stumble around or whatever, so.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, for me, I pretty much agree. I don't think anybody would pretty much disagree. I guess the question becomes, if we get 100 basis points, right, where do you see the market going to? I mean, I obviously on my left side, I got the S&P 500 and I have tons of lines. I think at the very, very low point, I think we got as low as about 374 on the S&P 500, which in turn sent crypto down to about the low of the year, which was about 17,500 on Bitcoin. Yeah. Do you guys see a lower floor being established if we do go into this 100 basis points hike for the interest rates?
I'm going to let Justin answer it first because he does the more technical analysis than I do. So I'm not going to step off and step into the world of so,
that's tough. I don't know. I don't. If it is, this market's been so hard to read. So in case you guys don't know, this is probably the hardest time to be a trader, like ever, or in recent memory, right? Like fake outs, having to read CPI data. These things traders haven't had to worry about, which should make everybody feel good about knowing this now, so that you can become better in the future when the market is easier. But in terms of the future, that's hard to tell, man. Like, I mean, could it go lower? Of course. Like, honestly, I mean, I think I'm more longer term bearish than anything. Like, yeah, I'm going to ride the bullish waves as they come. But I mean, I just think that there's so much more pain to come that it's easy. It's easy for me to say it's going to get down to 374 but not on 100 point basis hike though. Now let it be a 200 point basis hike and we're going to see
we're going straight past.
We're going to see a whole new blood. You think this is bad, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I was thinking about what you were saying, Austin, and I think one of the reasons why he might be going this route is to try to maintain some sense of the stock market, right? Because you don't want to have this peak fear where, like, yes, I would love for him to just get it over with, but at the same time, you don't want it to be an overreaction. Like, this to me is a normal reaction, but if he hits us with like 200 basis points, now it's going to be an overreaction. It's going to cause selling like we've never seen before, or not that we've never seen before, but almost like I think it'll cause almost like a crash fear, right? Where people will be scared that we're going to really crash. So I think that's why he kind of goes slow. I just would rather have him pick up the pace a little bit and be like, hey guys, look, this is what we're looking at. So just be ready for it because, the dumps could be a little bit bigger than what you're used to. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man.
I think here's what, to answer your question, Hobbs, I think that I think we may see a continued. Here, I'm going to mute Luxide here. Oh, there you go. I think we may continue to see a slow bleed out leading up to September 20th. I mean, Bitcoin's right now trading at 20,700 and change. It's entirely possible that we get below 20,000. We continue to stay there, continue to roll down, because now everybody's going to be doing what? Freaking the hell out about what's going to happen on the 21st, right? So you might have a bleed out to 18, 19,000. You get the news. It's 100 basis point raise. Oh my God, we're all shocked. Let's run around with our hair on fire. Oh my God, the sky is falling and this world is ending. And let's all go, hoard bread and toilet paper, and and Bitcoin's down to 15 grand. I mean, dude, this, to Justin's point, we're in uncharted waters. I mean, and so I think what I just said is ironically not entirely out of the realm of possibility.
And Luxide, let's get your opinion. I know you just jumped in here. I know you ride in the car. Let's get your opinion, and I'll give kind of my thoughts on that as well. So we're discussing kind of your thoughts on where the market goes from here. Will we catch a lower bottom in regards to Bitcoin? I believe we touched about 18.5 low of the year. What are your thoughts on CPI data today?
Yeah, I mean that's a great. I think right now I was actually a little surprised. I thought the CPI data was going to be fine. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I got in this mode of complacency.
Yep.
And thinking that we're on the road to a good time, right? And I was obviously a little shocked this morning. Now that being said, where do we go from here? Could we go lower? Yeah, I mean it's definitely possible. I mean, kind of like you guys have reiterated, the big date that's ahead of us is September 21st, right? We're all now sitting and waiting for the FOMC meeting to happen and to hear what kind of basis point hike that we get. Now, seeing that the CPI data what it was, would I be shocked if we had a 100 basis point hike? No, not by any means. But now having this pullback that we just had, I think the market is now a little more braced for it. I think the prices that we had, over the last, few weeks or so, ever since Chairman Powell, made his announcement, I think we were kind of braced for 75 basis points. So now I think it's kind of braced for somewhere in between there. So if we're surprised and we get 75 basis points, I think the market actually rebounds and starts to go back up again. We kind of come back and start touching the levels that we were just at. Now, if we get 100 basis points, we might see kind of this slow drain out, slow trickle a little bit lower still.
Yeah, I tend to agree more so with Luxide, and here's why. I feel like today's reaction and today's sell-off was so harsh that in the short term we will recover, right? Because everybody's gonna now know, okay, just like with CPI data, before we had CPI data to look forward to, we got Jerome Powell came out and pretty much changed the sentiment of the market by basically telling them, hey, expect more pain, the market tanked. But what happened the next week? The next week, the market kind of recovered from its gut punch, came back in and slowly rose again back up to the 400 levels. Today, CPI data, Justin's correct, it feels like an earnings report that went to straight shit, right? The earnings report went down, or the CPI data came out and it cracked the market across the head. But I'm talking a 7-8% decline in one day is not healthy for any market. So if you look at the RSI on like the S&P 500, I mean, we got down to a 7 on the RSI, which indicates, for those of you that don't know, it's basically an indicator that shows the strength of a particular movement, right? When something gets that weak, it tells you that it's completely oversold, right? That being said, traders are going to be traders. With us waiting on this information for September 21st, in my opinion, I think in the short term, we turn back the hands of time. Maybe we go down another, 5-10 points tomorrow. RSI gets even weaker. But then after that, I think we go right back up, and then we wait for the market. We wait for Jerome Powell to either knock us back down or continue this movement up. I think this dance is going to go on, unfortunately, for the next 6 to 8 months until we get inflation truly coming down on a more consistent basis. What do you guys say to that?
Oh, I disagree wholeheartedly. 100% disagree with you. Oh, I'm so happy you said that.
Okay.
Jesus Christ! All right, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show
you can just disagree and then give your
no,
points.
no,
That'd be nice.
no. I
That'd
want
be
to
nice.
rub this disagreement all in your face. Okay,
Okay.
I'm
that's
gonna show
awesome.
you why. I enjoy this. I cannot wait for another hour until we get to do this all over again. But in any event,
Okay.
so on the day chart, because this is really where we need to zoom out to, and we'll use SPY because this is really the market, right? So you want to just get rid of the all the Bitcoin and Ethereum
we can
stuff.
just
I'm
go-
sorry, I
we
know
can go
this
straight.
is about crypto, but just looking at the overall market for a second, because we all know that SPY and QQQ have a huge impact on everything else. If we look at the very top of the trend, back on, it looks like around the 15th of August, right? 16th of August. Okay, so I was close. So we came up, and that was the highest that we got. That was the last run up that we had when we thought, hey, this is a great bull run. Maybe we might be turning around.
That
right?
was after Jerome Powell spoke to the market and changed the sentiment back down here.
Yeah, down there, right? Yeah, that's when he made everything bullish, right? Which is
Correct.
crazy because this man has so much power, it's not even funny. So then we came down a little bit, and then we came back up over on the around the 22nd, 25th of August to the right. Yeah. And then on the 26th, that's where Powell yet again tanked us. Now, right there, we just made our first lower high, right? We came down, we made a lower low, and then we came back up and we started to make a high again. Now we're making another lower high, and now we tanked again. Just showing that we're in a downtrend. We are literally bearish right now, and I don't think that's going to stop. We're in the trend, and the fact that I know you can't see it on SPY, but literally over the past today alone, we're closing below 2 days worth of candles. This drop is way bigger than what you're giving it credit for, or not you personally, but what this chart is giving it credit for, because you're talking about from where we closed all the way down to where we're at right now. I mean, that's what we're down. Like, this is $20 drop in a day, right? Like that's from
about 415 down to 398, so about 17 bucks.
So almost $20. But my point is this to me is not just any normal reversal. I mean, yes, the drop we had on the Powell Jackson Hole speech day, that was during the market. It's about the same, right? And then we continued to dump afterwards. So maybe tomorrow we get a day where we rest, but it's going to be more pain, like way more pain. And I don't think Powell going to help out much when, they get together and he's like,
So as usual, you disagree, but you say the same thing. So this is what we'll say.
Oh, here we go.
So,
yeah, come back.
So the market dumping, right? This $15 move to the downside, right? That happened, right? And yes, I'm not disagreeing that we're in a downtrend, but what always happens in a downtrend, and this is why I say this cycle is just going to completely continue to happen over and over and over again. We're probably going to come down to about this 390 level again before we get yet another bounce back to the upside, because of all of the catalysts that are coming. Not all of the catalysts, but catalysts that are coming. The market's going to play the catalyst, right? So the rest of this week, yeah, we might dump again tomorrow, but it'll be minimal compared to what we got today. The movement was today, right? We'll probably get more to the downside tomorrow. The market will probably consolidate, and then the market will start to recover because it got punched in the face way too hard. I'm talking about in the short term, which is, how I reference my statements, right? In the short term, I feel like the market got punched way too hard, and then we're going to continue to go up a little more and then potentially get knocked back down with the FOMC meeting. So I agree with you, but I feel like we're kind of arguing apples and, green apples and red apples. So I'm saying the same thing. You're just saying.
Well, what I will say is that we're going to put this on the board, and right now I'm telling you, we're getting below the last low that we made. It's definitely going to happen.
What's definitely going to happen? That we go further down?
That we get below 391 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, but I'm also saying that we reverse from there. So
yeah, I don't think we're reversing from there. I think we're going to see the same follow through that we saw the last time that we got bad news.
Well, then we'll put it on the board, and we'll be back to cover it. So
we will.
Sorry, guys, we didn't mean to take it to a TA level, but you know how Justin gets sometimes.
It's the red shirt, man. I'm sorry.
He got the red shirt on, but he's coming for the wrong person. So All right. So that being said, guys, in regards to cryptocurrency, right? When we go into the cryptocurrency market, there's some things that I think you need to pay attention to, right? If we look over here to Shiba Inu, right? One of the most popular, meme tokens, quote unquote, that's out there. I think it's very, very interesting to see Shiba Inu and a lot of other cryptocurrencies kind of hold their floors, right? Shiba Inu has kind of been proven to be very, very strong throughout upward movement or downward movement on the chart. And the 1-2 level to me, or the 4 zeros 12 level for Shiba Inu, even though we got as high as about 13 yesterday, we tanked yet again. Well, not necessarily tanked. We went down yet again, but look where we ended right back to. Austin, I know you covered this particular, token very, very often, right? What do you attribute that to? Like, what do you attribute that to? Do you think this is the absolute floor for Shiba Inu? Do you think that, maybe Shiba Inu sellers just aren't selling? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's both. Well, so here's what I would say. I would say that we all know that SHIB does this constantly. It establishes its floors given macroeconomic factors, right? So it established a floor there, and then we had this impact today drops. It establishes a new floor. By the way, we're still in the range of the previous floors.
Yep.
1-2 range on all those kind of things. So how I'm going to answer your question is this, because I did a video on this earlier today, is that if we continue to get bad information, if the market continues to roll down, it continues to roll down a little bit, SHIB will roll down with it. It will not be some dramatic, going down the side of a mountain and keep on going. It will fall down, maybe 1-1, 1-0. I don't think we're going to give up a 0 unless we just get some really, really horrific bad news in the next 2 weeks, September 21, to Justin's point or whoever said it. If we get a 200 basis point raise or something like that, no, other than that, it's going to stay where it's at. Or it's going to stair step down just a little bit, but it won't be dramatic. I mean, what SHIB has done and continues to do, which is one reason I love covering it, is that it defies the odds for what it's done, for what it does and consistently does as far as these support levels and things like that. I mean, it's, I'm not going to sit here and say it's as stable of an investment as Bitcoin. That's not my point, but it's pretty damn stable.
Yeah.
And we all know a couple of millionaires that use it as their own, damn near as their own stable coin.
Right. Yeah, we know.
I'm like, what? Okay, yeah. And then you kind of get it, but that's my opinion. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that. Luxai, what about you, sir? What you say about Shiba Inu?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree with Austin wholeheartedly. I actually did a video earlier today as well.
Look it.
So, I think mine came out about 45 minutes ago. So,
Somebody's gonna do it.
I love this up promotion. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I agree wholeheartedly. Could it trickle down and go further? Yeah, but like we've said, 12 level is kind of the tried and true, Shiba Inu stablecoin level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's looking really, really healthy. I'll say that much. So, Justin, what do you say on SHIB?
So the resident SHIB expert can correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that I look at Shiba Inu is actually Austin basically said it. It's like the whale safe haven. Like when you look up news on Shiba Inu, you always hear of whale spottings. Like, oh, this whale just bought here, or we just made a new whale today. You know what I mean? And I feel like they are the ones who hold SHIB up, because when it gets to a certain level where they're about to be up under, they're like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some more to keep myself in profit. And then hopefully they will start that effect where the retail investors will come behind them and start to buy as well, because they see, oh, okay, well, this whale just bought, so this might be a good time to enter. So I really think that among every other cryptocurrency coin out there, Shiba Inu probably has the most whales in the token. And that's why it does so well in times like this.
Yeah, no, I have to concur, man. Shiba Inu has been very, very interesting to watch because, mainly because it doesn't move off that level, right? Like that 1-2 level is so strong. It had a nice dip during the absolute worst times in the market when the market was down. Even at this level, right? The market was down. Ethereum was down to almost $850, right? and she still held, the 507 range. But look how long it stayed there. It stayed there in comparison to Ethereum. It only stayed there for maybe a week. And then it was right back up and right back in that zone. And like you said, when you look up information and you start really studying Shiba Inu and its holders and its holder count, there's a lot of whales that move their money into Shiba Inu, and they're more so stabilizing it at this level. And when it pumps, they're going to be sitting real pretty because all they've been doing is accumulating. And then you look at everything Shiba Inu has on the way, right? And it makes whales even more safe in that position because they're looking at the entire ecosystem. You look at Shibarium on the way, you look at the game coming out soon. They got 2 more tokens. It's just, they just constantly execute. And then, like I always say in my videos, they have the number one utility, which is community, and their community is strong. And of course, my dogs heard your dogs barking, Austin. So now my dogs are barking.
The one thing that's interesting about the whale equation is that, we've all seen the numbers. I think the latest number is about $157 million of SHIB is being held in the top 500 Ethereum wallets. But what's more interesting than is the 501 to wallet 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,500. It's that, and because all they're really doing is talking about these massive wallets. But if you look at that kind of that second and third layer that nobody reports on, nobody really tracks, I think there's an even larger amount, Justin, because what you said really made me think about that. It is the whales that are keeping it up, but I think there's big whales, then there's kind of like mini whales, right? And that wallet 501 a holding count to like 1,000 plus. And that's where I think there's a vast majority of Shiba Inu that's being held there that continues to do your point, to say, you know what, I'm going to step in and buy another 300,000, not like 5 million, but you've got a lot more transactions going on in those other ancillary wallets. Just food for thought,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry.
I got on SHIB. I'm done.
I was about to say you got on SHIB, and when you talk about SHIB, we got to listen, right? You put out enough content, we got to listen to some of it, right? But we got a Glenn sighting in the building, so I think this is a perfect opportunity to jump into some of this alpha that came out for ClearCryptos. I actually haven't even had an opportunity to read it myself. Is Luxide on the road to nowhere?
There it is, man. Glenn is in the house making fun of somebody. That's awesome.
Yep, he's always here. All right, so let's pull up some of this Discord information. I found out via chat that we had some announcements come out in the Discord, so let's pull this up and take a look.
Speaking of that, that's where all the info is, right?
That's where all the info is. So if you guys have not yet joined the Discord for ClearCryptos, make sure you do so, because it looks like we're giving out about 50,000 worth of prizes coming here very, very soon. And yeah, let's just get into this conversation. So Glenn says it's on. People say Discord isn't as easy as Telegram. We don't agree. Discord gives us far more capabilities, especially to handle multi-country and multiple activities within ClearCryptos. We are within a few weeks, in parentheses, he says, actually a little less than that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Could totally see Glenn doing that in real life of our launch. Our software is done. We will be launching ClearCryptos Swap, a revolutionary implementation of the swap function, and our ClearCryptos Analytics version 1. ClearCryptos will also be a full-fledged project launchpad, and you will see how rapidly and safely, which is key, we can launch projects before the end of this year. So definitely some alpha news here. And now for the quest we want everyone to be involved in. An interim contest before we get to 5K Discord users. The top 10 Discord users that have the most tracked referrals into our Discord. You must use the personalized referral invitation link, see announcements, and achieve minimum of 50 referrals, and you will receive $500 from ClearCryptos.
Wow.
This contest will run until we hit 5K Discord users or we launch. To be clear, you must have a minimum of 50 referrals to be considered for this contest. We reserve the right to bonus overachievers. I love that. Remember, the sooner we get to 5K Discord users, the sooner the the 50K in contests begin. Now is the chance to collect some funds to buy into ClearCryptos when we launch.
Wow.
Well said, Glenn. Guys, I mean, I read the whole thing, so I'm just gonna go through the panel and let me hear you guys' thoughts on this bullish information we got from the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Glenn.
So I'll go. You know me, I have to jump in. Can't stop myself.
It's okay. It's okay.
What I like is that we're getting glimpses into stuff that we've known about that we can talk about now, i.e., Clear Crypto Swap, right? Clear Crypto Analytics V1. Our software is done. I mean, we've all respectfully been talking about this, but I think there's this miscommunication or misconception. There it is. There's misconception about Clear out in the marketplace that it's just something that's just spun up in the last 2 months. Clear has been in development for years, and the software, all the stuff in the back end has been actively developed. So I love that. now I can like, oh, I can go talk about that.
I can say that now. I can say that now.
So that's pretty damn cool.
Right.
Look at Lux size over there. Like he's probably like, yep.
Yep, about to go make a video right now.
Gotta go make a video. Okay. So, but yeah, I mean, and then Foxy dropped in the chat. I've never seen a Discord
contest this big. Yeah, I've never seen 50K given out.
I agree. So that's all I got. I'm done. So
yeah. All right, Justin, to you, good sir.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta echo Austin. Like to see what we've seen, and then now to be able to like talk a little bit about it without going too far, because it's just like I don't know how much I can say yet, but. Like the stuff that I have seen, the stuff that they've now put out, is just like it's kind of refreshing. It's like a weight is lifted off my shoulders, but also it's gonna get those damn I need alpha people off our backs. They're gonna be like, here you go. Now you can finally like have some little semblance of what's going on. And to all the people who doubt ClearCryptos and what it actually is, now they can understand like, oh shit, like this is for real. And when you start seeing the things that are like really behind the hood, because we've told people, just wait to see what's behind the hood. There's more layers to peel back, but at least now you have a little bit more of that ground level layer, and then we'll be able to peel back a little bit more. So super exciting.
Absolutely. And then looks like, what say you?
I'm just excited. You can tell I'm antsy. My phone's shaking over here. I mean, obviously been on this for a little bit of time now. Obviously, ClearCryptos has been in, like you said, development for years, and it's really cool to see it all coming together. And we obviously know the vision that is there and behind it, and it's so big. For people to actually start to get a little bit of glimpse into that now, it's
mind blowing. It is. Well, since it's my turn, I guess I can respond with this. Glenn says, we can stress the impressions you have on our design. Touch lightly on the features, please. That means I can touch on them. I just got to touch them lightly. We want a very big splash when released. Look, guys, since he said it, I'm so glad he said it, because we actually got sent a video of the swap actually, working, and the analytics V1, kind of what it looks like, how it looks. And I can tell you from a technical analysis and a trader standpoint, it is the best thing I have ever seen in crypto. It makes Uniswap look like it has training wheels. I showed it to, my brother, which I'm allowed to do because he's family, right? And he ain't got no damn skin in the game anyway. And he was absolutely blown away. He was like, okay, this mixed with the board of advisors. He's like, what's really going on, bro? Like, what do you got yourself into? Like, he's worried about me. You know what I mean? He's like, hold on. Like, what do you got yourself into? Like, and how did you get yourself in this situation? But just seeing that analytics and that side of everything, man, it is so well done, so clean, so fast. I'm talking quick, right? And what I really liked about it, and I know, again, I'm not going to dig too deep into it, so y'all smack me if I'm right or wrong, right? But what I really liked about it was all of the secure confirmation it gave me, right? It wasn't there wasn't any guessing of, did this happen? Did that happen? Am I complete? Am I good? No, you got that pure confirmation as if you were sending, money into a bank, so that's all I'll say before I get myself in trouble, because I know Foxy in here and she's just gonna slap me. But you guys go back around the panel, whoever wants to go first, and tell me your impressions on what we got to see.
I guess I'll
Austin,
go.
you're muted.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
about to say,
I
we
mean,
know the old guys going first.
the old guys got to lean in, man. Before I nod off.
Yeah,
my
so you
nap
got to
here,
get him out. Yeah, we got to get him in
I'm
before he
sorry.
take his nap.
I'm back. I think I agree that the stuff we've seen was revolutionary. I mean, it's interesting to hear your take. You're more of a trader than I am. I mean, I looked at some of that stuff and I was blown away by just the UI, the interface, how well done it was, how it's taken everything into consideration to make it good for somebody just starting out, all the way up to somebody who's like you, who knows what the hell they're doing in trading and is active and wants all the charts and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I love it. And I think, and that's really all I'm going to say, because that's all I'm going to say, because there's, we need to leave some stuff unsaid, which is hard for me to do. But that's
what Foxy said. I like, Glenn, you better stop giving me the green light, because if you give me the green light, I gotta, hey, look, I've been holding this in way too damn long. Look, all I can say, you know what, Justin, go ahead, because I go on these little tangents, man.
See, I should have stepped up to the plate before Austin started talking, because he basically took exactly what I was going to say, which was because you took the other thing. So I was like, okay, well, I can say how the levels, if we're targeting people who are new to crypto, it's perfect. But if we're targeting the people who have already been in crypto, it's perfect, right? And I was just like, dang, it's got everybody from beginner, intermediate to advanced to super god TA mode. I want everything. Give it to me now. But I mean, it really does. And to that point, I'm gonna be just like Austin and you, and I'm gonna shut up.
I'll say this also, since Luxai, did you? I'm sorry.
Oh,
you're
He's so excited.
I am. I got so much to say, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I love how clean it is. I love how simple it is. And there's so much utility, which we can't get into yet, but there's so much utility that is good. I mean, I've never seen so much in one place. Basically, like Justin said, I mean, whether you're new to trading or whether you've been in trading for 25 years, right? It's just going to be,
And what looks like, not to put the focus on just this, right? Because I don't want people to misinterpret what I'm saying, because this swap and this functionality analytics is just the beginning. And that's what people don't even understand. They don't understand that the YouTube channel was an introduction. The Twitter page was an introduction. This analytics and the swap is also yet another introduction. They don't understand that there's so much more to come. There are levels to this shit that you guys are really going to be impressed with. And I cannot wait to share it with you guys, because look, all I can say is execution has not been the top. Execution has not been the thing that we hold our hat on in DeFi when it comes to projects. But I'm telling you, ClearCryptos is about to change that. So hold on to your seatbelts, man. And, I can't wait till you guys get to see it. And I really want to remind you guys before I get off of here, guys, listen, if you need a link to the Discord, you jump in the link tree right here, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to give me your
own. No. I'm about to go there too. So you need a link to the Discord.
No.
Look, I need 50 people. I'm going to post my link to the Discord right on my channel. I need 50 people to go to my Twitter page right now and use my link and get into the Discord, because every 50 one of y'all, I get $500. So if you need a link to the Discord, follow me on Twitter. It's at the Crypto Shop with 2 P's. Make sure you do that, so you can. I'm just trying to get you in the Discord. That's all.
And look, there's also at Seals the Gains. I'm gonna be posting it all over Hop channel as well, because I also have access. Don't think I'm not gonna go in there and make sure that my link. I might delete yours and put my own in there, but you'll never know. So
I'm about to change the password over you, man.
He'll be like, what? It says I had 50 people. What? But yeah, it's all love and competition out here. But I'm gonna cheat, so it's all good.
New rule, new ripple. If an influencer win, he must do a sub contest and give it away. I did not hear that from Glenn Muzz. I ain't hearing that. It should all be about execution, not a dream that was turned into a story. 100%, Glenn. We're not trying to be the next Netflix story that is inevitable to come out in crypto. But
oh yeah, for sure.
you know, it is what it is. But guys, I gotta get ready to go get out of here. I know Justin and I have a show to prepare for, and you know, I gotta try to get a snack in. Any final thoughts? We'll go around the horn. We'll end with the old guy, right? So I'll give my thoughts, and then we'll go, you know, back and forth between Justin and Luxite, and then we'll give Austin the final say. So for me, man, look, it's been an absolute pleasure working with everybody on this stage right now, but also working with the entire ClearCryptos team. This has been a journey over the last 3 to 4 months that I've got myself into, which has absolutely been crazy. I got to bring, you know, one of my good friends on board, even though he liked to clown me sometimes with the TA, but Justin has been, you know, there with me the entire step of the way. I thank each and every last one of you guys for getting me into this thing, and I'm really excited to finally bring ClearCryptos to the forefront. That being said, in regards to CPI data, come on back to the crypto shop, man. We got y'all at 3:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll discuss more of the markets and how we feel about a lot of things that are going on. I don't want to hold up a lot of time because I want to get everybody out of here, but Luxide, then Justin, then Austin. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the things to come, if you couldn't tell from my responses. And obviously, you know, we couldn't have a better team we do here at ClearCryptos. I mean, you know, just the opportunity to meet everybody and to spend some time getting to know everybody. I mean, it's been cool it feels like we've known each other for years, right? And just there's just this gelling between all the team members. And I think that's obviously going to help, you know, ClearCryptos just become even better than what it already is. But we don't know that, or you guys don't know that yet.
Somebody hacked Zach's account and delete his last Twitter post. I heard that he already posted his Discord link, so we need to get into his account and delete it. Take it down.
I think Foxy can take care of that too, right?
Yeah, Foxy, go and knock that out for us. Go and knock that out.
Oh yeah, but
go ahead, Justin.
For me, yeah, I mean, I echo the same sentiments. Like I've learned so much from all the content creators that are on the team, and really watching a true business grow. You know, we might not have been here at the very inception, but we've been through a lot. We've seen a lot, and it's crazy to see the connections, meeting people that are bosses in their own right, and to come together and work as a team to accomplish, you know, a single mission, a single goal, just like we do in the military. It's just a beautiful thing to see, and I'm just really happy and proud to be a part of it. Really feel fortunate to be afforded the opportunity, and I just really hope that everybody continues to I really just hope everybody continues to watch this growth, and also to watch what happens, because I think everybody's gonna be very, very, very impressed with how all this unfolds in the future. So
thank you, Justin. Austin, you bring us home, big dog.
I got nothing to add, man. It's just a pleasure to work with everybody, and truly a pleasure. And it's people are going to be blown away. I'm going to leave it with that. That's all I got.
Well, 100%. Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, our time has come to an end. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the video. Get out there and join the Discord if you're watching this on replay. To the rest of you guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.